Is the Los Angeles Rams championship window slamming shut? Or is this team about to pull off the greatest comeback in franchise history? That is the question every single fan is whispering in the shadows. And today, we are going to tear through the reality of what is actually happening behind the scenes. Before we dive in, smash that subscribe button if you want the fastest NFL updates on the planet. Today we are breaking down the absolute chaos and excitement coming out of the second day of OTAs. For the first time, the doors were thrown wide open for the media, and believe me, the stories coming out of that facility are massive. We are talking about candid conversations with the legends, the future stars, and the coaching staff. But wait until you hear the bombshell details regarding how the star quarterback is truly feeling about the new rookie. First, let's address a major update that sent shockwaves through the league today. We have official confirmation regarding the Rams' summer schedule. The team has finalized plans for a massive joint practice session with the New Orleans Saints. This isn't just a scrimmage, this is a statement. These two squads are heading to the Woodland Hills facility to bang heads this summer. It is a brilliant move to test the roster against high-level competition before the real games begin. Seeing the Saints come to our turf sets a physical tone for the entire offseason. We are going to be tracking every single update on these joint practices as they drop, so you definitely don't want to miss our next deep dive. But now, we have to address the elephant in the room, the quarterback room. This is the heartbeat of this team. We finally got a look at the veterans and the young guns working side by side. The images circulating from the practice field show a clear transition, but it's more complicated than people think. You have the established icon in Matthew Stafford, and you have the fresh, hungry rookie, Ty Simpson, both taking reps. Let's be honest, watching these guys in shorts and t-shirts isn't the same as a Sunday night battle, but you can see the foundation being built. The mechanics, the release, the communication, it's all being fine-tuned. There is a lot of noise about whether Stafford is frustrated by the arrival of a new challenger, but the reality on the ground is completely different. I want to hear from you guys directly on this. Who is actually the long-term solution for this franchise? And is the pressure helping or hurting our chances? Drop a name in the comments below. Speaking of Stafford, he stepped up to the microphones today and was incredibly open about his future. There is a lot of talk about retirement, and the media didn't hold back. They asked him point-blank if he plans to finish his career as a Ram. His answer? It wasn't a yes. It wasn't a no. It was a reflection of a veteran who knows the business of football. He spoke about his love for this organization and his family's comfort in the city, but he refused to make promises he couldn't keep. Here is the truth. Matthew Stafford is a competitor. He knows that drafting a guy like Ty Simpson wasn't an insult. It was a necessary business decision. If you are still holding on to the narrative that there is bad blood or a locker room rift, you are living in a fantasy world. Stafford is a pro. He knows that his time is finite, and he is focused on maximizing every single second he has left on that field. He wants to win, and he understands that the team has to prepare for life after he hangs up the cleats. But we have to pivot to a situation that has been the most sensitive topic of the entire offseason, Puka Nacua. Today was a massive moment because it marked his first public interview since he went through a difficult time and entered a holistic rehab program. I'll be completely transparent. I didn't think the team would make him available so soon. I expected them to keep him tucked away. To his credit, Puka didn't run. He didn't hide. He stood there and answered the tough questions. He turns 25 tomorrow, and he seems to be in a much different headspace. He opened up about the lessons he learned, the importance of asking for help, and the support system he has utilized, including therapy, weekly meetings, and journaling. He confirmed he has completed the program and is officially back to work. When the conversation turned to his contract, he was cool as a cucumber. He isn't sweating the payday. Everyone knows that a massive, record-breaking deal is coming. It is inevitable. The team knows it, he knows it, and the fans know it. It's just a matter of timing and hitting the right milestones. He also touched briefly on the legal challenges he's facing, choosing to remain professional while acknowledging that he has a responsibility to conduct himself better. He is moving from a young, talented kid to a true face of the franchise, and that weight is heavy. We'll be watching his progress closely, but for now, it's all about growth. Now, let's pivot to the defensive side of the ball, where things are getting incredibly interesting. The new-look secondary is turning heads. The coaching staff is obsessed with one word: versatility. You look at guys like Trent McDuffie, and you realize this isn't your average defensive backfield. The staff is cross-training these guys everywhere. They aren't just playing safety or corner. They are playing the star, the dime, and the money positions. It's a too many cooks in the kitchen scenario in the best way possible. You have a roster filled with guys who can do it all. When you have this much talent, the challenge isn't finding someone who can play. It's finding enough snaps for all of them. This depth is exactly what the defense lacked last season. Last year, we saw the unit collapse when injuries hit. This year, they are building a wall. However, keep this in mind. Talent on paper is great, but chemistry on the field is what wins rings. We are going to be tracking these defensive rotations throughout the summer to see who actually steps up when the pads come on. If the depth doesn't hold up in the heat of August, that is going to be the biggest story of the preseason. We are covering every single angle of this Rams squad as we push toward the season opener. We are going to be there for every practice, every press conference, and every twist and turn. If you want to be the best-informed fan in the stands, you need to stay locked in right here. Is the secondary truly fixed, or are we just hoping for the best? We'll find out soon enough. Tomorrow, we're going to be breaking down the specific drills that the rookies are struggling with the most. You won't want to miss it. Stay tuned, stay loud, and as always, let's go Rams.